Na 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 moonlight, na 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 in the sky, na 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 you say, na 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 popcorn, na 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 moonlight, na 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 in the sky, na 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 you say, na 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 popcorn.
Konnichiwa, Slumpbusters. It is time for Season 3, Episode 5 of Cobra Kai. I'm Juju Talk Sports. This is C-Money, and we are in Japan for our second episode and one of C-Money's personal favorites. Christian, you want to tell the listeners, the viewers, why you love this episode?
Oh, there's so many good reasons, man. Okay, first we start out with Daniel and Chosen in Japan, which we realize that Chosen is actually a really, really good dude. He admits to Daniel that like his life changed after Daniel beat him in Karate Kid 2. So now he's a better man, and he's a way better karate master than Daniel now. Like, he knows so many new techniques. And then, oh man, there's so many good moments. What's funny is that Chosen actually, when he goes in for the final move, instead of like knocking Daniel out, he goes like, bump, which I thought was so funny, because it's like he's making fun of Daniel.
He definitely has a lot of fun throughout this episode. In fact,
Yeah.
I got to admire his fashion choice. That's why I had to rock a Hawaiian, because I'm like, I have to rock the fashion sense of a true warrior like Chosen. He's not all business, ladies. Sometimes he'll rock the Hawaiian. The Hawaiian is a good look. I encourage it for all men. Do it. Get yourself a Hawaiian shirt. But yes, Chosen stuff, the Japan stuff is really awesome. And I think, even though I think it was the best part of last episode, I think that there's so many good things in this episode that it doesn't overpower the other storylines. This feels like a really well-balanced episode of Cobra Kai. There's a lot of stuff going on too, obviously in America, but some other funny moments before we move on for the Japan stuff. There was a moment where we learned that obviously Chosen and Daniel have the same style of karate because Mr. Miyagi's family ties kind of intertwine with Chosen's like teachings. And there's this really hilarious moment where Daniel sees the scroll with the crane style on it, and he immediately just goes in to take it. I'm like, whoa, no touchy.
Yeah. He has to earn that. I mean, of course, Miyagi was his master, but still, if Chosen had to earn that, then Daniel has to earn that.
Yeah, and he has to earn that by learning about these pressure point techniques. These are pressure point techniques that even Batman could be proud of. He's just like, pa, your arm's done. Pa, your leg's out. And then your nose gone. Yeah, great moments, great Japan moments. And I got to say, like, yeah, Chosen, he really had a great storyline and didn't seem out of place when they brought him back into Cobra Kai. It wasn't just bringing in fan service for the sake of bringing in fan service. Chosen had a great part in this story, and I'm happy the creators reached out to the actor to get him in there.
Yeah, it definitely has a purpose, and I, for one, wouldn't mind seeing him back later on. Who knows?
Who knows? I
he,
mean,
he might come to America and help Daniel. That'd be pretty awesome.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see Kimiko again. There was a little bit of flirtatious tension that was kind of teased in the previous episode as well between Daniel and Kimiko. I don't know if they're going to bring that back again into the storyline. But like you said, Chosen, I could see him back in there. And there is a lot to be explored still in the Japanese teachings. But okay, let's move on. Let's talk about some of the good stuff that's going on in America. So the kids, they're still at war. They're still got this fight going on. Cobra Kai's going full on jerk mode, like jumping over, stealing some of Chris's stuff while he's at work. Dude, come on.
Dude, that's his job, man. You're messing with someone's livelihood.
Like, some of the bullying is a little over the top. I understand Cris is telling them your mind must be agile and stuff, but it doesn't mean you should indirectly be a jerk. I mean, does that like have to go one-on-one? I understand in terms of a fight, but either way, you have Hawk and them, they're kind of running rampant. And then Sam, she reopened Miyagi-Do, and there's a scene in there that we kind of touched on. You were telling me this. I didn't realize this. Anthony, the original Sam's younger brother, he came back in this episode, and my God, the kid has slimmed down. Good for him.
Oh, yeah.
Good for that fight against childhood obesity. Good for you, Anthony. But no, it's really cool and random to see a character come back. He still has that same snarkiness. Who knows? Maybe in a later season, now that he's slimmed down, he's more athletic. We see him do some karate dojo stuff. And what do you think? Anthony get a redemption arc?
I'd be down for that. I mean, they could definitely fix that. He was a little bratty kid, and they could change that.
Yeah, he goes to camp and suddenly all things have changed. I wonder how that fits into the timeline, though. Either way, continuity doesn't matter, right? Okay. Well, this leads to the big culmination of a fight. Cobra Kai, Miyagi-Do in the arcade, laser tag shuts off, and yeah, they just start going at it. And there's this great scene in there where Tori walks in. I guess I should call her Scary Tori because she's walking in like, Samantha LaRousso, where are you, bitch?
Okay, are we sure that her dad isn't Jesse Pinkman?
Are we?
Like,
Yeah. If she did throw in the pun, I would say, yeah, full on Freddy Krueger with it. I want Scary Tori because, you know, if you're a Rick and Morty fan, you get where that is. We're all nerds. I mean, come on, we're nerding out over Cobra Kai. I'm sure you watch Rick and Morty. Do it.
she says bitch a lot though, like Jesse.
Yeah.
Jesse would always end the sentence with bitch.
It always spices up a sentence more when you add bitch in there, right? Like if I open it up like, hey, what's up, bitch? You know, suddenly I got your attention more. I think honestly what it really is just a vocabulary spicer there that Tori likes to throw in there. But either way, there is this most cringe moment. So I don't know, obviously, spoiler alert, we're talking about the show as if you watched it too. But when Dimitri and Hawk are in there, of course, it's a callback to the previous season where Miguel and Robby were in the same spot where Miguel could have broke Robby's arm. But Hawk actually falls through and breaks his former best friend's arm. And that one made my arm hurt. I got to tell you.
Yeah, that one, this episode made me realize, like, damn, after this, can Hawk be redeemed? I mean,
yeah,
I know for sure later on we're going to get his redemption, but yeah, he stooped really, really low in this episode.
Between that and the jumping over the counter and stealing Chris's stuff while he's at work, it's just like, can I root for this guy? And then even with the car wash, them beating up the little guy, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then you could also see that Hawk didn't like what he did. It was just he just didn't want to be shown up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Hawk will have that happen to him throughout at other parts of the season. We'll get into those. Obviously, we got plenty more reviews to come, Slumpbuster, so stay tight. But moving onward, the last big storyline of this is what's going on with Johnny and Miguel. I have to ask your opinion on this. Are chicks, in fact, hotter on the page?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, you like to go old school with it. I think I've been too spoiled. I've been too desensitized by the internet existing. Miguel even says that you realize I could be looking at all these girls on my phone, right? You're right. There are moments, again, where I'll just mention this. Johnny's caveman lost in time type antics, the fact he doesn't know how to turn on his laptop by, you know, just plugging it in. And even with that one, I would say if he doesn't know how to plug in his laptop, are we sure he has Wi-Fi to even log on to Facebook? I'm just saying, right?
God, who set up that Wi-Fi, man?
Who set up that Wi-Fi? Is he even paying the bill at this point? And like, he has to be stealing someone else's Wi-Fi. That's the only way I'm seeing that working.
Yeah,
right?
Oh man.
The Starbucks down the street that just has like their unprotected Wi-Fi. That's the only way I see Johnny actually getting onto Facebook.
Boomers with their technology, dude.
Yeah. Either way, so the big storyline is there. Again, Miguel, he's on the road to recovery. One of the opening scenes is he's walking in. He's getting a little bit of a rub down from one of the physical therapists. And Johnny has a little couple snide remarks that I'm okay with. Johnny has his own different way of trying to physically rehab people, literally lighting fires under people. I like the scene where Johnny tries to give his own Japanese, Chinese proverb. And Miguel's just like, you know, that's all bullshit, right?
Yeah. Johnny was definitely trying to be like the wise old man, and
yeah, he's trying to counter.
It just did not come out correctly.
Miyagi, he's trying to channel his inner Mr. Miyagi there, and not happening.
Just failed.
Just straight up failed. But he does, he does get literally light a fire under Miguel with a different type of method. Call back to the 80s long hairstyle rockers as we get what's the name? I might be wrong on this. D. Snyder?
Yes.
D. Snyder, yes. Twisted Sister. When he starts down we want to rock.
Yeah.
It got jolt in me. I have appreciation for the oldies. I may not know all the names of all the artists, but yeah. Got me going. And it definitely got Miguel up and going. My boy can move his foot. Good for
Yes.
Miguel. Good for Miguel.
That was definitely one of the best moments when you see his foot moving, and it's just like, oh my god, thank God he's not completely paralyzed.
Yeah, there's that little hope in the middle of the season here that we're starting to see that turnaround happen. Carmen, she went from just absolutely distraught. She kind of ugly cries, but I kind of get it. Anyway, to like having just this joy and admiration for Johnny towards the end of the episode. She kind of gave him some eyes there, you know. I wonder if that comes up later in the season. But either way, yeah, we get a little bit of tension there. We get some good congratulatory moments for Miguel. And before we close out, just, you know, the last big scene of this episode was Amanda walking into Cobra Kai to confront Cris after what happened with Dimitri. And Amanda, whew, what a woman.
Right.
She just lays down the law. Like, I think Cris, for the first time in his life, a man that went to Vietnam, had the fear of God in his eyes. I don't give a shit what you think.
And something like that's going to pop up in the next one. So Slumpbusters, definitely stay tuned.
Stay tuned. You got to hit that subscribe button. You got to let us know what you think in the comments. Of course, we want to engage with you guys. We like talking Cobra Kai. I know so do you, because you're tuning in. So leave a like on this video, and we will see you on the next one.
Bye, guys.